work Saturdays. She couldn't go to a lot of games. But as true to form, when you first start the game, they put you out in right field because you're not very good yet. Hopefully I would get better. But I just remember being out there and a fly ball would be hit to me and I would navigate to the fly ball and then I'd hear this and then the crowd moaning. And it became kind of a pattern, I would try hard and get underneath that ball and then I'd hear, oh. Finally, my mom got to come to a game one Saturday. And I'm out right field, and sure enough, ball comes hit to me, and I hear my mom in her accent, "Richard, why aren't you wearing your glasses?" The coach, I get back to the dugout, and the coach goes, "Singley, you wear glasses?" Ball players didn't wear glasses. I thought you're not supposed to wear glasses. So I put my glasses on. Next time I'm out there, ball got hit to me. I got underneath that thing and I hear the moans as it dropped again next to me. But because of the glasses, I could see the disappointment in all the people so much clearer, and the pain in my teammates. So it inspired me to be a better ball player. That's what my mom did. She, in her way, brought so much clarity to life for all of us, to find the best that we can be and help us improve. And whether you're sitting in that chair and you get to hear Lori moments, or whether you like it or not, you were an audience to her, but her intent, her love, her beauty was to make everybody around her better as she continued to improve herself. She, that last weekend, the final weekend, was, John Lennon once wrote, "Nobody told me there'd be days like these." It was an amazingly heart-wrenching weekend. It was one very nostalgic. Our family was together. We could talk about her life. And here's a lady that grew up, born in World War II Germany. She actually showed me the spot where Herr Hitler patted her on the head during one of his parades. She described, when she met her first African American, and she actually took her finger out to taste him to see if he was really made of chocolate. And she also described the poverty and that they would pretend like they were part of funeral processions and pretend like they were crying just so they could have some of the food afterwards. Then she met my dad, part of the occupational forces in World War II Germany. And he and another GI pinned her in an alley. They saw these two good-looking German ladies and pinned her in an alley and convinced them to jump in the car beyond her wisdom, and kind of the rest is history. And in that moment of love, she went to the United States with my dad, learned English in Texas of all places. So she was about the only human being that had a Texas drawl with her German accent. It's funny hearing the word y'all in German. But she traveled to some of the glorious spots of the United States with my dad. Lufkin, Texas, where I was born, Minot, North Dakota, where my sister was born, Battle Creek, Michigan, Fort Knox, Kentucky. Then she ended up here in California. And she became an icon to a lot of people. Coming into her shop every time, she made me feel like a rock star. It was just always a cool moment to be with her. And seeing what she would do as a human being, even though she didn't know the language very well, she joined Toastmasters. She became a makeup artist for the Marin Opera. And she even became a makeup artist for many movies like The Doors, Sister Act, Radio Flyer. She just never stopped. She never stopped going. On Valentine's Day this year, last couple of years, her favorite roses are yellow roses. In the last couple of years, I've sent like mail order roses, and I guess, you know, as she does, she didn't hesitate to tell me they weren't that good. This year, she had just been diagnosed, and I decided to surprise her for Valentine's Day. And I went down here, got 3 dozen yellow roses, and I made sure they were good-looking roses. And I pretended I was a delivery man. And I put on a beater hat and some glasses, and I proceeded to go into the shop because I wanted to have a moment, like she always did, in that shop with my mom. And I came in and she didn't recognize me. I gave her the roses. She goes, "Who are these from?" And I took my hat and my glasses off, and she cried for about 5 minutes in my arms. And then she goes, "Why did you come all the way up here to get me these roses?" And I said, "Because this year, damn it, I wanted to make sure you got nice roses." It's been such a pleasure to have this woman in my life. I think we're all here to recognize and celebrate what she meant to us. And, you know, the end of the album, Abbey Road, you know, and in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. And my mom kind of proved that. And I just want to say, I'll see you soon, Mom.